I'm not really sure what's happening with the old hair today, but we're just gonna run with it. It's a tragedy, that's all I know. Hello, my darlings. Coming to you very barefaced, bit of a tragic hairstyle. In the clothes, I went for a walk in this morning. I am absolutely freezing. It is winter here in Australia. It is cold today on the Gold Coast. I've got my second cup of coffee and I'm rugged up and I'm ready to have a chat with you and to show you one of the most beautiful days of my little life. So on the weekend that is just gone, my firstborn baby, the Habit Tracker, which is my product-based business, had its first ever in-person event in collaboration with one of my favorite small businesses here on the Gold Coast, Messy Studios. And honestly, this is such a beautiful milestone and such a special milestone in my business journey. I almost didn't vlog it, to be completely honest with you. I wasn't sure whether I'd have the time. I wasn't sure who was going to vlog it, but luckily Zachy came along and he filmed it all for me, which was so incredibly exciting. And looking back, I'm so glad I had him there to document this. If you're new here, or maybe you don't know this, I have a product-based business called The Habit Tracker, and it was founded per se in 2019. Now, when I give you quotation marks, it's because this brand, this business was never meant to be a thing. It started out as me finding the concept of habit tracking, giving it a go as a result of me being at my wit's end with who I was as a person, the habits I had. I was so unhealthy. I was in my party era. I was putting on weight. I was hungover all the time. I was failing university. I was not excelling in my job. I had like a part-time job that was transitioning into a full-time job when I graduated university. That was so weird. Anyway, so yeah, it all just kind of started by accident. When I founded the concept of habit tracking, I created my own habit tracker template, spoke about it on my stories. I think I had less than like 10,000 followers at the time, and you guys went crazy for it. You wanted a link, you wanted a copy. I was emailing this to hundreds of people from my personal email address manually while I was supposed to be at university or while I was supposed to be at work. And it kind of just evolved from a template into like a book that I hired a local printer for. He charged me an arm and a leg, by the way, to print this. I covered everyone's shipping that bought from my website. I built my website from the ground up. Everything was just so organic and through trial and error, and it was all as a result of me following my passion. So today, the Habit Tracker comes in 4 different colors. The blue's on the floor, I haven't got enough hands. It is properly manufactured with a legitimate manufacturer that manufactures some of the biggest and best stationery brands that I know you guys know and love. We've built a beautiful brand identity and a beautiful community. This day was such an incredible milestone, and even though it may not look that way from like a surface level, this was a huge moment for me. Every business owner, whether you're just starting out or you have a brand that you have got brewing in your head and you want to launch it eventually, every business owner wants to be able to build a community that loves their product or their service, that stands by their mission, believes in their product and service, buys it, and then wants to be a part of things like events and activations. It was just really cool to be able to run an event like this first and foremost, but then have a community that was so willing to come along. So essentially what we did is we took the concept of a mid-year reset, did a portion of like the hands-on in our masculine, resetting our goals, resetting our mindset, reflecting and putting together a bit of an action plan. And then what we did, instead of jumping straight into all the masculine, okay, let's break it down into quarters, let's get on with it, let's do all the go, go, go. What we actually did instead was we channeled the vision for the second half of the year and then put that into something creative, tuned inwards and put it onto something physical or tangible through creativity and expression. And that's where we did the textured art component. Now, if you weren't aware, Messy Studios is actually a textured art studio that runs like textured art workshops and things like that. So we did the goal setting component, which is what I ran. I put together a goal setting workbook, which kind of helped the girls reignite their motivation towards their goals for the remainder of 2024. So we got all in our feels, we rediscovered our why, we got clear on what we're working towards, what's going well, what's not going well, we refocused mentally. But instead of going straight into an action plan and straight into the masculine, we then turned to the feminine energy and we did a textured art vision board. Now, Taylor from Messy took us through the entire workshop on how to properly do it, how to carve out your symbols or your drawings or your words or whatever it is onto the vision board, and we painted it and we got super messy and creative and just expressed our vision, the vision that we had for 2024 onto a canvas. And it was honestly so incredibly beautiful. Every single person sitting at that table on Sunday said, this is so therapeutic to a degree. This is so calming. This is so beautiful. I'm so glad I'm doing this. And it was honestly something that I haven't done before. I haven't actually taken the time to reset, but then express my vision into something like art. I'm a very go, 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 regimented routine galley. As soon as I figure out my goals, I'm getting straight into my action plan and focusing on the discipline and doing the thing. But we did things a little bit different on Sunday, and it was so beautiful, and I'm so glad I did it. And I know every single woman in that room took something away, both energetically and physically. They took their vision board home. So I put together a little montage of some of the clips Zachy B took for me on Sunday. I just wanted to give you guys the highlight reel and make you feel like you've come along for the best parts of the Sunday event. Two things I need to say before we jump into the rest of the video. Firstly, I've set up a designated YouTube discount code for you guys for the habit tracker. So if you want to save some money on the habit tracker journal, use the discount code on the screen here and it will save you some money. And also, very, very quickly, I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here, for watching this video, for supporting me on my personal account or the habit tracker account or the podcast's account. I am able to do things like events and in-person activations and meet you guys and host these kind of fun things because of you. And I never, ever, ever take this job or this life or the business and the ability to do all this stuff for you for granted. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for being here. Let's get into the video.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
My inspo for mine is this color. I don't know whether you can see it on camera, but it's like a beautiful creamy color. Let's just put a bit of brown and we're just gonna push it through.
Because you don't know who you're going to meet, who you're going to meet.
Wow.